Hi, my name is Thomas Rosén. I'm heading up sales here in Europe, and with me today I have Stian Kildal from Ammeon. I'm really excited to have Stian accepted this chat about CI/CD DevOps, and I'm sure other topics as well. So, Stian is working at Ammeon. So, why don't we kick off by having you, Stian, share a little bit about yourself and Ammeon?
Thank you, Thomas, and thank you for the invitation. So my name is Stian. I'm the CEO of Ammeon. We've been in business for about 17 years now, Thomas. And of course, we've seen waves of company evolution, but our main focus is agile, DevOps, cloud. And in cloud, I would include networking, along with modern software engineering. And our main base is in Ireland, where we have our headquarters, but we also have a presence in the UK, Poland, as well as in Bucharest in Romania, where we're recruiting heavily. And I guess our heritage comes out of software development, and we were early adopters of test automation. We were also early adopters of Agile. And so with that, I guess we position ourselves as specialists in DevOps and modern software engineering.
Thank you, Stia. I'm very glad to have you here. And I know you have a lot of black belts in your organization on the topics that you just talked about. So, really looking forward to dwell into that. So, can you share with me what's happening in the world right now, which makes this partnership more relevant than ever?
I guess we both see, Thomas, that businesses are really going digital, and COVID has reinforced that now recently. I think we've come out of a period perhaps where there was a lot of buzz around digital transformation, and there was a lot of hype and slideware around that. And I think we've now entered a stage where it's really about budgets and projects and getting aligned towards making things happen.
So ways of working, I mean, including CI, CD, DevOps, cloud native, and so forth. I mean, it's been around for quite some time in the IT world, right? And I understand that DevOps can be used for any type of development and deployment scenario, but really cloud native makes it so much more easy, right? So when you think about cloud native in this context, for me it means abstracting the hardware and the software in different ways. However, as I said, in the embedded world, it's lagging behind. So from your point of view, what are the greatest immediate positive impacts for these customers in embracing these, let's say, ways of working?
So I guess, Thomas, we're coming from a period where we're now connecting devices like we've never done before. And in the past, robustness and performance and cost was perhaps the main factors. But with connected devices and really looking at the devices as extensions of the cloud, it raises completely new challenges and also opportunities. One of the challenges, I guess, in the area of making sure that you can do continuous software updates and monitoring of all these devices. And you're also coming from a place where perhaps you had a very proprietary stack, and now you're leveraging and leaning to a much larger degree on common platforms and open source software. So that probably really means that you need to rethink how you build also the solutions now with embedded software, because you're connected to the cloud.
I recently read a report about developer velocity and how software excellence is having a really interesting business performance impact for companies. So on that topic, I also heard you describe how initial development and deployment is obviously having this impact, and how you make it work on an ongoing basis to really to deliver on the true promises of DevOps, right? So I understand there is a push in establishing better communication between the different organizations within a company. Could be between R&D and customer success and operations and so forth. And what we have seen and heard is that it's typically not in place. These organizations within a company, they work in different ways. They have different methods, and they even have different goals, right? And
Mm.
this is causing some challenges as these companies are trying to digitally transform. Is that something you are seeing as well? And if so, what are the top problems that you are trying to help these customers overcome as they're on this job?
Very good comments, Thomas. And I think what you're touching on is to really embrace DevOps and get the benefits from DevOps. It is a transformation. And to be successful with the transformation, it really requires commitment. It's very difficult, we see, to get the maximum benefits from DevOps or from Agile if you only try to implement that from the bottom up. And it's probably a fallacy if you think you can be successful by just choosing a tool and drive to implement the tool for the reason that you just mentioned. There are numerous organizations and stakeholders in place. You pick a tool and you implement a tool, you're likely to just move your bottleneck elsewhere. So it's absolutely critical to secure top management support. And what we typically do is try to bring different departments in a room and to draw out the needs and the business needs and perhaps the impediments that different players across the organization might have, so that you have that as a backdrop to your implementation. And once you start to drive the change, because successful outcomes will only come from having all of the various stakeholders across your value flow participate. And just starting with a tool, is not going to take you there, is our experience.